Hey there guys, Ephraim's Vanguard here, and welcome to this first episode of what should be Star Fox 1. To give some explanation here, I'm going to be doing some explaining for a few minutes. If you just want to skip straight to the gameplay, I'll put the timestamp where that is on the video up right now, so you can just jump to that if you don't want to hear me talk about anything. Anyway, I think I explained it in episode 2 of GoldenEye. But that series has just been such a hassle to record and get going, and it's way too time consuming. So I decided to intersperse those episodes with some smaller projects and hopefully shorter episodes so that content could be a bit more regular if I keep on getting discouraged from GoldenEye like I do. And those three short projects, at least three short projects right now that I'm hoping to do, are Star Fox 1, obviously, which we're doing today, right here, Super Castlevania 4, and Star Fox 2. Assuming I like Star Fox 1, which I've played the first level, and it seems to be fun to me, so that's why I'm doing it. These will also be sort of blind playthroughs. I say sort of because, like I said, I've played the first level of Star Fox and, like, the first level or two of Super Castlevania 4. But aside from that, I haven't played the rest of them. I have seen bits of the later parts of Star Fox 1 and Castlevania 4 from various gaming channels, mainly Proton John's streams channels. Like, for example, I know a way to cheese one of the strategies for one of the last bosses of Super Castlevania 4 because I saw Proton John do it on a game clearing stream when he was trying to beat the game. So, yeah, it's not 100% blind. And like I said, the reason I'm doing tentatively just Star Fox 1 and Star Fox 1 and Super Castlevania 4, I guess, is because, man, I'm losing my train of thought. It's because I have played them before. I know they're fun to play, and I would like to play them, and beat them. I just don't know how the time I would regularly have to do that is, and this is a good way of making me play and beat them. Hopefully they won't be too difficult in their later parts to cost me a lot of trouble. This is just what's going on for right now. There may eventually be games here that I may want to play. Oh, I should specify, the way I'm playing this is through the Super NES Classic. Big thanks to my sister and her husband for getting this for me. They somehow managed to find one. I don't know how, but they did, and they gave it to me because they are the best. Anyway, what I was trying to say was, I may eventually do. Those are the only two games that I'm doing on here right now. 3, I should say. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing Star Fox 2. But I may come back and do other games on here that I have played before and I know I like and may want to eventually show off, like Mario World, Link to the Past, Super Metroid, and Donkey Kong Country, just to name a few. And then I may also return here to do some other games blind, like Final Fantasy III or Secret of Mana. But those just won't be right now, because those are big undertakings. Also, real quick about the display. I'm not going to be having any fancy background to the 4x3 screen, and the resolution, or display, I guess that I'm going to be doing it, is with the CRT filter. My reasoning for that is because with Pixel Perfect, it stretches the resolution so that all the pixels are perfectly square, and because that, it actually distorts the original a little bit. 4x3 would just basically be how if you hooked up a SNES to a modern day TV, that's how it would look. I'm going to be playing with the CRT filter. I know some people don't like it, but I'm mainly going to be doing that for one reason specifically, and it's because in motion, a lot of these sprites were designed to look good in motion with a CRT TV, not the crystal clear, I don't know what you would call them, LCD TV. No, LED, is that it? One of those two. Any day. The modern day TVs that we have now, which don't have scan lines or whatever, bars like CRT does. But to help retain that original experience of what it would look like in motion, I am going with CRT. And that's what we'll be doing for the time being. Anyway, let's just... Anything else I need to check? No. No. Make sure it's in English. Anyway, let's just hop straight into Star Fox. And here we are with the original Star Fox. Look at the power of very, very early console 3D. If I'm not mistaken, this was the first fully 3D game on a Nintendo console. 3D as in polygonal graphics, not just sprites meant to represent 3D. You can test out the controls right here, which is really cool. I'm going to be going with the... Yeah. I'm either going to be... Let me change it. Yeah, that's what I want. I'm pretty sure I want Control V. What's the difference there? Those just look the same. Oh. Oh, it inverses the flight controls. When you're piloting something, especially a ship from the back like this, I do prefer inverted Y-axis controls, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to have the blaster set to B. Is that what it is? Yeah. Sorry. I'm not familiar with the Super Nintendo controller. Not that much, anyways. Oh! You can even test the bombs. Anyway, like I was trying to say, I get off topic real easy. Star Fox was Nintendo's first 3D game on home console. They did have several 3D games on arcade machines, like the original Punch-Out machines. Those were in a very loose form of 3D. But here you have actual 3D shapes being run with the help of the Super FX chip. And Star Fox was the first game to have it, despite being released a fair ways into the Super NES's lifespan. It came out in early 1993, I think. Let's go to training. It came out in early 1993, I think, for most regions, despite the... Okay, Fox, let's see your real ability. Despite the SNES... Fly through all the rings. Despite the SNES coming out... I can't believe Pepper has to test us. I'm just going to wait for them to be quiet. It's hard to go back to the game, ribbit. Yes, they don't have voice acting in this one, obviously not. Type A or B controls. Thank you, Pepper. It's not like I'll already change that or anything. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. This game was released a fair ways into the SNES's lifespan. It came out in early 1993, and the console itself, I think, came out in at the tail end of 1990. Oh, God. Hey. I cannot believe I managed to make that. Controls are a little weird at time. And so now I think it's just going to loop. Oh, stay in formation. Excuse me. Oh, crap. Sorry. Be quiet, Peppy. And despite coming out late, it was the first game in the SNES library to use the Super FX chip, out of only a couple, I think. You know, these 3D graphics, they were just too powerful at the time for the system alone to handle. And I'm not being sarcastic, that was actually the truth. Roll, Fox, rock and roll. Jeez, Falco! Uh, but despite oh hey, but despite the oh gosh, despite how dated the graphics look now, they actually were very impressive at the time for this, because you know, nowadays we have like PS4 and Xbox One high-end PC. Well, the definition's always changing. Photorealistic graphics. The point is, 3D technology has advanced quite a bit since then, and this game definitely looks dated. In some ways, it feels dated. Oh crap! But nonetheless, we'll just quit there. Hit start to go back. But despite all that, it is dated in a bit mechanics and a few mechanics. For example, right there, you'll notice that we didn't have an aiming reticle, at least in that view. Apparently, we can go into first person, which I can't seem to do. But I know it can be done on Stephen and Mal's playthrough of the first level or two. They managed to go into first person, and but I can't seem to do it, so we'll just kind of go with it. One of the things about Star Fox 1 is well, one of the things about Star Fox in general is that it has branching paths. I'm going to be doing all 3 paths, and yeah. Has branching paths. In Star Fox 1, you just choose the branching path at the beginning, which path you want to go to. Typically in other Star Fox games, at least the 2 I've played, which are Star Fox 64 and Star Fox Zero, both of which are supposed to be remakes of this game, FYI. So this is really sort of the 3rd time I'm playing this game, in a way. Oh, that was a cool effect. Anyway, and those, the branching is done mission by mission, depending on whether you complete a secret objective or not. And here you just do it at the beginning. We're going to be going through level, I should say, branch 1, branch 2, and branch 3. I'm going to call them branches, even though it says level, because that's just the way it's going to be. One thing I should note real quick. No, he's not going to talk to us. Corneria, the base. Star Fox team, our last resort is to counterattack Venom. Good luck. First of all, I'm pretty sure counterattack is one word. Also, if that's your last resort, that's not a good idea. Attack the enemy stronghold is generally not what you're supposed to do on a last resort.
Good luck.
Oh, he's saying good luck. Whenever I heard that in other contexts, I can't remember where. I think it's in Smash Bros. When I hear that sound effect before. I always thought he was saying No, it's in Star Fox 64, not Smash Bros. When he says that, I thought he was saying report. Instead, he's saying good luck. Alrighty, I'm not going to be saying all the dialogue because it kind of goes by quickly, and you can look at it for yourself. It would be helpful if it was voice acted, but I'm pretty sure that's physically impossible on a SNES, so can't win them all. And we already took damage, so, you know. Ah, crap! Yeah, this is going swimmingly already. I might need to explain some of the mechanics. This game is dated in parts, like the graphics, but also some of the mechanics. As you can see, I'm kind of firing to figure out where my lasers are going to be. Whereas before you have a reticle to aim. You also have a charge shot in later games, which you don't hear. So it literally is just mashing the B button as much as you can. Hoping for the best. Oh crap, I got hit there. Didn't even see that. Sorry, Falco. Well, karma got me because I'm about to crash into the ground. I'm already at half health. This isn't good. Because this is actually a fairly easy level compared to the rest of the game. One thing I am worried about when playing through this is because it can get supposedly pretty difficult. When I was watching Proton John stream bits and pieces of this, he was having difficulty with the later missions, which worries me because Proton John is a significantly better gamer than I am. Oh, crap. I thought that wasn't friendly. Here, have a bomb. I don't think it killed you, so just kind of a waste. And all we got was slowdown out of that. I got that one at least. Yeah, one of the problems with Star Fox is that it has very bad slowdown. Like GoldenEye, it usually doesn't run above 60 frames per second. Sorry, not above 60 frames a second. I should say 20 frames a second. That's actually what it's supposed to roughly be. Get lost, you fiend. Oh, save Peppy. Your enemy, like in other Star Fox games, your allies can be shot down, and I think in here it just affects bonus points. I'm not entirely sure. In other games, the team members have specific functions, but here I think keeping them alive is just bonus points for you. Maybe? I don't see a point counter. So, I don't know. Incoming enemy. There is actually some voice acting in this game, so maybe I was wrong for saying it's impossible. They just can't have all those lines of dialogue in there. I was trying to shoot that back right there. So now we can shoot this. He launches out fighters, I guess, out of him. Fighters that don't really do much. And he fires shots out of those. You can barrel roll to get... There we go. You can barrel roll to get out of the way. It's not near as useful in later games I've seen, because here it doesn't seem to deflect shots. Unlike in later games where barrel rolling for some reason does deflect shots. One more hit and I am down. This is not going well for Fox McCloud. I barely made it. Somehow. Oh, if that was the first level, this is not boding well. I should mention, even though this game does mostly run at 20 frames a second, I will be putting it at, uploading it at 60 frames per second, just because there are certain effects on the Super NES that, if it's not running at 60 frames a second, do get lost. What? 99%? What do you mean? Well, anyway, we beat Corneria, so now we're going to Asteroid. Real quick, let me check something. I think we got time for another level this episode. Speaking of levels... Sorry, speaking of episodes, I mean... I may have to suddenly cut them off and end just because this isn't always the easiest to... Well, here it's pretty easy to end. In Super Castlevania 4, it doesn't seem like it'll be near as simple. But before I run out of time, let's just continue on to Asteroid. So what do you have to say, Pepper? Asteroid Belt. Andross's forces intend to build a base in this area. 2 exclamation points. Destroy their rock crusher.
Good luck.
Oh, we're in first person now. This is what was going on with Steven's playthrough. Let's go back to third person, because that was rough. This is an area like this is in Star Fox 64 called Medio, but this is just Asteroid Belt apparently. Lots of particle effects if you're into that kind of stuff. Very early polygon. Sorry, very early particle effects. Oh. Slippy. Did he say thanks for the save? Oh, sorry, Sleepy. I promise that wasn't on purpose. I actually don't find Sleepy Toad as annoying as most people do. Just my personal 2 cents. He's even less annoying in this game because he can't talk except for his blah, 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 blah. I'm actually not doing too bad on this one. Maybe it's because I'm talking a little less. I don't know. Oh. Oh. Spoke too soon, I guess. Let's go! I did that at the wrong time. I'll switch back to first person just because we don't always get this view, apparently. Nice. Nice use of that bomb. I wish I had more than one left, though. Sorry, Falco. You'll just have to suck it up. In first person, you have a reticle, which is fine, I guess. I have no idea what these enemies are called, so I don't even know if they have any official names or if they're just identified as like that type of ship or whatever. They didn't explain too much of the story here at the beginning. In this version of the Star Fox origin story, which is the first of 3 at this point, I think, if I remember correctly, the Star Fox unit, these 4 dudes, they're actually just part of the Cornerian army, hence why they flew out of the base at the beginning. They're actually not a mercenary unit like they are in later games. They're just a band of, I guess, skilled pilots. I am about to die. And I'm going into the boss. They're just a band of skilled pilots that are taking on all of Andross's forces, apparently. Good on them for being enthusiastic, I guess. Oh, crap. Barrel roll to safety. Oh, and there's our first life lost. I should have known that was going to happen, because that happens in 64 against this boss too. Are we starting from the beginning? Doesn't look like it's quite from the beginning, but still ain't exactly pleasant. Hey, it's Falco getting chased this time, which I guess is a change from last time. I really hope I get my lasers back. It is... You just feel so underpowered without double lasers. And I'm already back down to half health. Way to go! Me and my expert flying skills. Okay, barrel rolling actually does seem to make you invulnerable, which is a good thing, I guess. I mean, of course it's a good thing, but I'd be able to destroy these a lot quicker if I had my double lasers. Oh, come on, open up. Not open up, but you... Let me shoot you. There we go. Dodge it this time. Now we can take you down. Like that. Had a better run this time. We're already a life down, though, which does not bode well for the rest of this run, especially because I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be the easy one. In general, I also didn't explain what's actually going on in terms of the plot. Like I said, the Star Fox unit is mostly, I think in this version they're just bonus credits. So if we game over, we have another chance. They're just a band of pilots compared to a mercenary unit later on. Andross is still attacking from Venom, obviously. So that's something that's still similar and going on there. I like that effect. I think that's going to be all for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.